Hi, we're coming up to the end of July, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the arcs that I've requested that come out in August. I know I haven't finished the arcs. If you watch my video, I did a similar thing in the end of June, and I haven't read all of the arcs that I'd requested for July yet, but I am getting round to them. Anyway, these are the arcs that I've requested for that come out in August. And the first one is The Society of Unknowable Objects by Gareth Brown. Now, I read the Book of Doors, was it last year before, and I adored it. An absolutely wonderful book. And this one is The World of Unknowable Objects. Magical items that most people have no idea possess power has been quiet for decades, but 3 current members of a secret society have remained watchful, meeting every 6 months in the basement of a bookshop in London. They are pledged to protect their archive of magical items hidden away, safe from the outside world, and keep the world safe from them. But when Frank Simpson, the longest-standing member of the Society of Unknowable Objects, hears of a new artifact coming to light in Hong Kong, he sends the Society's newest member, Magda, to investigate. Within hours of arriving in Hong Kong, Magda is facing death and danger, confronted by a professional killer who seems to know all about unknowable objects. Specifically one that was stolen from him a decade before. Magda is forced to flee using an artifact that not even the rest of the society know about. Returning to London, she learns that hers is not the only secret being kept from the other 2 members, and that most pernicious secret is about the nature of the society's mission. Her discoveries will lead her on a perilous journey across the Atlantic to the deep south of the United States, in pursuit of an unknowable object, but an unknowable person, the killer she first faced in Hong Kong. In doing so, she begins to understand that there are even more in the world who are chasing these magical items, and that her own family's legacy is tied up in keeping all of these secrets under wraps. It sounds one that's full of twists and turns and magic, exactly the same that the Book of Doors was, so I'm hoping that this will be just as good as that one was. Alright, you have to bear with me because I'm going to have to keep flicking backwards and forwards. The next one comes out on the 14th of August, and it is All the Blood is Red by Leonie Ross. And I read Leonie Ross. Can't say it, Leonie Ross, for the first time in this One Sky Day when she was listed for the Women's Prize for Fiction. Was it 2023? I can't remember the year now. And I thought that book was stunning, so I'm hoping the same with this one. It's a provocative novel about 3 young women whose lives are upended by a sexual assault case. 1996 London. Nicola, tall and gorgeous, has rebirthed herself. She has landed a breakthrough role and her star is rising. She can feel herself blossoming, can see it in the melting eyes of the men and the jealous eyes of the women. If Nicola is a flower, Alexandra is a closed bud. Crushed by heartache from a recent breakup, she just wants to succeed as a journalist. Jeanette has just arrived from Manchester. She refuses to let her mother's warnings about London or her Doc Martens weigh her down. She's ready for uni and life to start. It's the story of 3 women and the mysterious Mavis as they reach for dreams the whole world seems to want to destroy. But when sexual assault ruptures their worldview, they soon discover that those who wear the cloak of friendship, family, community, lovers, peers, often cause the greatest pain. Sounds good, doesn't it? And I'm hoping that I get the same sort of good vibe from it as I did of this One Sky Day. Then the next one comes out again on the 14th of August, and it's one of my Japanese pickups. The Healing Hippo of Hinode Park by Michiko Aoyama. And it's from the same author of What You Are Looking For Is in the Library, which was another one of my cozy reads a while back. Kabahiko is an amazing hippo. People say that if you touch the area of his body that you want to make better on yours, he'll provide a cure. Nestling at the bottom of a 5-story apartment block is the children's playground, Hinode Park. If you look to the side, standing on stubby legs, is a hippo. Its upturned eyes give it a teary look, yet for decades its quiet power has sustained the hearts of one community. Meet the neighbours who reach out to Kabahiko. Kanato presses his head to the hippo's cheek, hoping to recover the stellar marks he once scored. Sawa, a lonely new mother, strokes its mouth, hoping to connect as she once did when she was an award-winning retail assistant. Chihara, a wedding planner, hopes to be able to listen for the happiness of others. Yura, who avoids sports day with a fake injury, only to find he is really in pain. And despite Kazuhiko's fading eyes from too much editorial work, he will learn to see life's everyday wonders. So it's a powerful story of hope, friendship, and connection. And again, it looks as though you've got, as in all these Japanese genre novels that I love, you've got interconnecting stories. Whether they interconnect or not, but you've got about 5 stories. Right, the next one is Hazel Ward, The Game is Murder. And this one comes out on the 21st of August. Yeah, I'm doing August, aren't I? It's a high-energy mystery, an ultimate locked room mystery. This is what it says. 13 guests, 13 suspects, an impossible murder. A mystery you must solve or face the consequences. What if a great detective reinvestigated the most unsolved murder case of the century? What if that great detective was you? You have been invited to a very special murder mystery party. 13 guests have been gathered, 13 suspects, but only one of them is a murderer, and only you can find them. Your task is simple. Listen to the witnesses, examine the evidence, solve the case. Be careful, trust no one. In this story, all may not be as it seems. The ultimate murder mystery is yours to solve. A word of warning, though. Catch the killer or face the consequences. It says here, it's a fresh and imaginative spin on the traditional murder mystery. Fans of puzzles will especially enjoy the intricate design and the intellectual challenge of connecting the clues. So it sounds as though I can put my little grey cells to the test, if there are any little grey cells left in here at my age. These books seem fun. This is why I've chosen them. Then the next one, 21st of August again, The Mysterious Case of the Missing Crime Writer by Ragnar Johannesson. And this one is a gripping mystery from the next generation Nordic star. And it is, on one winter evening, best-selling crime author Ellen S. Jonsdottir goes missing. There are no clues to her disappearance, and it's up to young detective Helgi to crack the case before it's leaked to the press. As he interviews the people closest to her, publisher, accountant, retired judge, he realizes that Ellen's life wasn't what it seemed. In fact, her past is even stranger than her stories. As the case of the missing crime writer becomes more mysterious by the hour, Helgi must uncover the secrets of a very unexpected life. Crime, mystery. You can't beat it, can you? Right, 28th of August, Too Old for This, by Samantha Downing. Now this one sounds fun. It's never too late to teach an old woman new murders. It says here, it's a razor-sharp, edge-of-your-seat new thriller. You'd never guess Lottie Jones had skeletons in her closet. She's lived in town for decades now. She's getting older. She lives for the simple pleasures of weekly bingo games at church and gossiping with her friends about their children's love lives. But when investigative journalist Plum Dixon shows up on her doorstep asking questions about Lottie's past, and specifically her connection to numerous unsolved murders, well, Lottie can't have that, can she? But getting away with murder is hard enough when you're young. But when Lottie receives yet another annoying knock on the door, she realises that this crime might just be the death of her. So it sounds fun. Sounds fun. And I do like some books with sort of the older generation taking the star part. And the final one for this for September is Helen Field's new one. It comes out on the 28th of the month, and it is called Watching You. Now, Helen Field's I've read before, and her books are cracking. They really are. On the dark streets of Edinburgh, a killer is waiting. When a body is found, it is only the beginning. Soon there will be 7 more. In the city's hospital, renowned surgeon Beth Waterfall is grieving. Her only beloved daughter fell prey to a vicious stalker a year previously, and now he's coming for her too. Edinburgh's police are desperate. After one body becomes another and then another, the brutal deaths are seemingly unconnected. Yet D.S. Lively and forensic profiler Dr. Kinney Woolvine know they are dealing with a serial killer. They just need to prove it. But time is running out, and Beth Waterfall already looks set to be the next victim. Connie Woolvine appeared in one of the other Helen Field's books that I read, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it is, because I've revisited this blurb and I'd forgotten about that. But so yes, I look as though I'm going to have a cracking August. That's if I get them read in August. It'll probably be September and October by the time I get these read, the way I'm going, because we've got the bookers coming out. The book along list is going to be announced in 2-3 days' time, and I'm going to be ploughing my way through that as well. There's no time. I don't need 24 hours in a day. I need 48 hours in a day. So that's it. The books that I'm looking forward to in August, that get published in August, you know what I mean. So happy reading. Take care.